Hey, I'm gonna pull some lines to see if I still got it after a couple of weeks of having a break from tattooing. I actually shaded something yesterday and it went pretty well. I'm just gonna do this trad design. That line's not that good. I think it's the angle and speed that I'm getting into it, and also the depth. Just checking if I cut the skin. It's not fully saturated. I'm gonna turn the voltage up to about 46 hertz. See how that feels. That's much better. I can get one pass lines there. I had to go over that line again because it wasn't fully saturated. I'm just trying to get back into the flow of doing one pass lines. It must be some reason of not holding the machine correctly. There was a certain way that I had it going really well. It was practically vertical. The machine was practically vertical. Hopefully this line is good. It's about 90% there. Single pass. And and I always work from the bottom right and work my way to the top left. So start here and then end here. It's just something I've been doing. It's not bad, I'm getting back into the flow of things. It's just forgetting how I used to do it, but it's easy to remember after a couple lines. You never forget how to tattoo. There's a tangent there, so I'm just gonna go short. It'd probably look bad if I go touch that solid black area of that P. I'm really trying to figure out how much lines I can do before dipping the pen back into the ink. It's just experimenting. And I have my head torch on the lower setting because it doesn't really look good on video. It's just a really bright light. When it's on medium or high, I can barely see my needle going into the ink, but it's for the video. I had to dip it in because I didn't see an ink puddle when I slightly touched the skin. gonna have a hit of the vape. The way I hold the machine is quite uncomfortable. I just put up with it because I think it gives me the best results. Don't really like this design. I might redo it. It's just one of the designs that I had ready, so I thought I'd practice it. Just the eyes are a bit weird, the nose is too simple, and the face, there's no like jawline corner, it's too round. It's supposed to be a very traditional portrait, something like that. When online, I never wipe with a paper towel, and you're supposed to wet the paper towel, which I haven't yet. They say that the wetter, the better. And you gotta wet it more than you think you would think it'd be. So if it doesn't feel right, it's probably good. But that's for like real tattoos. I'm just practicing right now. Now there's water everywhere. Should be alright. I want to make changes on the fly, but I think I'm just gonna make it look worse. Doesn't look that bad now that I've lined it. Sometimes the tattoo gun just makes the stencil look better. I like to put a little smile, just a little smirk there. It's just this line here, I really don't like that line. The face is a bit too round. And I'm just gonna go with it because usually when I make changes, it just turns out really bad and I just regret it. Maybe next time when I redesign this piece, and I've been doing my designs on Clip Studio on the iPad, and there's a reason behind that. I'll probably show you in the next video, or in the next videos to come. I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do a video on next. I just want to go on the inside of that line, so the right side, just a bit there, but it's risky because it might look bad. I'll do it anyways. It's not someone's skin. Might as well make mistakes here. Gotta go over that line again. It's a bit shaky. That looks quite good. Just gotta think of the lighting in the eyes, the highlight. I'll get up to that later, I haven't figured that out. paper towel's drying up. It feels wet, but a bit too to my liking. You gotta make it too wet. I literally use the same paper towel the whole session when I'm doing practices. That line felt really good. I didn't even have my middle finger touching the skin. It was just hovering over. I'm surprised how easy it was to go that whole line. Let's see if we still have ink in this needle. It looks a bit dry. We'll dip it quickly. I just want to master the ink capacity in the cartridge because I waste a lot of time dipping after every line. Be good to have an idea of how much is it in your cartridge after a certain amount of lines. I just haven't figured it out completely yet. This is quite a good setting for the lining. This is 90, it's not focusing, 96 Hertz and also 5.8 volts. And this is a Fluxmax clone from FK Irons. I got it for about under 200 AU. and it works really good. It feels like you're using the real thing. We're getting to the good part, the wings. I don't think I've done anything like that yet. Fairy wings or butterflies. Ew, that line was shaky because my elbow was scraping on the timber. It wasn't gliding smoothly. That's why there's like a couple jumps. I was skipping. Alright, we'll start at the bottom. There's a couple strands of hair here. I can't even see the ink. I'm just blindly dipping into it. I'm just not touching the other design because if I touch it, it just blends in to one piece. There's like I'd say 3mm gap between that line and that solid packing, and you could just tell that they're separate pieces. It's just something that I prefer. We're starting the wings now. Just a lot of repetitions on those lines and patterns. It's not a terrible line. And then how I'd go with this part, I would do those long straights first, because if you do these curves, you're gonna struggle with doing this line and then meeting right in the corner. You're better off doing the straight lines first. That might just be me. You might be able to do that the other way perfectly. And that paper towel is gone. I need a new one. Just have a quick breather. It's good to just flatten the canvas and just see how it looks. I'm liking this design more than I expected. We just got to do that back line there. Probably after we do this fin. And that's a design that I made a couple days ago with Clip Studio, but I did the first attempt in Procreate and I realized I could do it better on Clip Studio. Alright, with the new paper towel, you gotta wet it. Just use some water. I just do both sides. I want to turn up the voltage a bit to 98 Hertz. It's because I really want a saturated line. I'm aiming for completely saturated. Because it's really annoying to double pass everything. You just want to do it on the first go. That felt quite good. And it looks really good. The lines are really saturated on this setting. And we're just gonna keep going without dipping it back into the ink. See how that works. And then the next area. I didn't like that my elbow was on the table, and it starts making me skip while I'm lining. Like my hands start skipping because, especially with this jumper on, the elbow just does not glide smoothly on the desk. But how I've fixed that is I don't rest my elbow on the desk. I just leave it mid-air. I just gotta remind myself not to rest my elbow on the desk. I haven't figured out a color scheme for this design. I probably won't have one today. We'll just do the line work. I had to stop midway because I wasn't comfortably lining there. I couldn't even see the stencil. It's better to stop and continue on from where you ended to get comfortable again, so you can tattoo comfortably. So you'd readjust so you can see the stencil properly and clearly. It's worth it. There's not enough ink in this cartridge right now. I can't even remember how many lines I did. Gonna go over this little part here. bit too quick there. Just on that area. And all these on these small circles, it's alright to put your elbow on the desk, because it's only a small area that you have to draw around. You're not pulling long lines. Let's do the back. It's just this tiny line here. There's no ink. Just have a quick dip. Now these are probably the longest lines in the design. This whole arc. It's an actual big test, because you have to, I'm probably gonna break it down into 3 sections, from here to there, and then there to here, and then the rest. We're just gonna pull it downwards. I don't like going down, going up. We'll start from here. Jokes. I'm just gonna try and do it in one go. Nowhere near, bro. I couldn't even see the stencil most of the time. not a bad line. And I don't think I cut it too deep. It's quite good. I'm quite prone to cut it when I'm going, it'd be around this area here because it's a turn. The depth kind of changes. It might just be me, but I'm very prone to that. And we're almost done on this design. It'd be good to tackle the long lines first, like this curve. Let's see if we have ink in the cartridge. Pretty solid. Might want to move to 100 hertz. 99. It goes to 100. They're a really solid line, or not really. It's a bit desaturated at the end of that line. Just quickly go over it. That one was a good line. Except the start. Could have run a bit deeper or slower. Not too sure. No ink, I got a quick dip. Had to lift up there. If I kept going, it wouldn't have turned out great. Just gonna pump out these circles to get them out of the way. It's these three rectangular, like rounded rectangles. I don't know what type of shape that is. That line felt terrible. And just looking at it at such a weird angle. I can barely tell what I'm doing. I gotta reposition. Dip. Probably been 55 minutes and I've gotten this far. I don't know how some people can do a whole colored piece in 30 minutes. I don't think that's real. That's why I'm trying to dip less into the ink, is to get tattoos done fast. Need to wet the paper towel a bit more and just fold it to the cleaner side. It's not fully clean, but it's a bit cleaner. And there's only a little bit left. It's just this wing on the left side. I went for the one pass on the whole thing. And just making sure I didn't make any cuts. There might be a bit of a cut there, but nothing bad. It's quite decent. I think the reason why it wasn't saturated and I had to double pass that line was the angle that I was lining with. It was a bit too tilted. I get the best results when I keep the machine as upright as possible, close to 90 degrees. It's not a bad line. Probably 10% of the line is not that great, but I'm pretty happy with 90%. It's just on both of these shapes, the left side could be a bit more saturated. It's just because I start on the right. Once I get to the left, I have to move my hand, so it's a bit more angled to the side, the machine. I could fix it up. I just don't like double passing because it makes the line look a bit thicker than the rest of the line. And I only double pass the area that needs it. You can see that the left side looks almost twice as thick as the right side. Same with this one. The left side, you can tell that it's a bit thicker than this side. We'll try starting from the left first and then ending on the right. That felt much better. Yep, so what I got from that is I get better results when I start from the left going right. Probably just for these types of shapes. It might not be applied to other types of lines. And then we'll just clean up the canvas and have a look at the results. I like to use the dirty paper towel, but I'm not going to do that in this case. I'll just use a new one. Just fold it up and then use a Vaseline that I keep in my offhand. And then you don't want to reuse that side because it's pretty much just going to spread ink back onto the canvas. And that's as clean as I can get it. I don't know what happened there. You could also, sometimes you just want to put alcohol on it, then give it a wipe, and that's it.